Hello everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. This is gonna be rambly, unedited. I want to show some pins. I want to talk about what's been going on in the pin world because I kind of wanted to do more pin content that's not hauling pins. But this is 3 months of pin stuff that's kind of just been sitting in a little box, and I'm like, do I show it? Do I not? I don't want to do hauls, but I also don't want to just look at the camera and talk about recent pin news because that just feels weird. So I'm gonna just combine the both, and then hopefully in the future I can just come on with pin news without the pin haul. Let's get started just with some pins. How are you guys doing? I feel like it's been a second since I've been on camera, but I've gotten a good number of pins, and yeah, pins, I feel like a lot of people are joining pins right now. I don't know if you all feel that, but I feel like every time I'm on a whatnot show or I'm in a Disney pin trading Reddit, there's always someone new, and I don't know if I'm excited. I am excited that there are new people coming into the pin community, so scrap what I said earlier. It's just where are these influx people coming from? I'm happy, but are they general Disney adults that are coming to pins? Is it a thing? I don't know where people come from. I first started pin trading when I went to the parks. So I would just love to know, if you're newer, what brought you here? I'm just being nosy with that question. I know I feel like I sound very judgmental with that, but I feel like I've seen a lot of new people coming into the pin community. This is a Disney Magic Express pin, which is super cool. I got this for not a lot of money in a whatnot auction, and it's gonna go with my rides and attractions that are no longer there because it's not in a ride, but Disney World doesn't have their Magical Express back, and I think they should bring that back, and I know they won't. But they should. Anyways, a lot of new people coming into pins. I'm excited. It makes me nervous about pin events. I have decided I'm going to try for both the Disneyland and Disney World big pin trading events happening this year. I'm going to try to get in the virtual queue, and I'm not building it up. I'm not convincing myself that I'm going to go to Disney this year, but I did have a fun time at Disney back in November, and I kind of just want to see what's going on because I'm really liking pins, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So that'll all come at a later point, but here we go. I got this little ear hat. Here's the thing, I low-key want to start collecting ear hats and mini headbands, but the new 2025 hidden Disneys, because right now it's mid to late February that I'm talking, and there was out sometime in December. A couple were released at one of the Walt Disney World resorts that wasn't supposed to be, and now that I'm filming in February, people are finding them on boards, on cast member lanyards, but the packs aren't out, and they're rumored to come out in April. And I know there's that whole series of the ears, and I don't think I want to collect ears. One, I cannot do another collection. I can't do another collection, but also I don't know, I'm just not excited. I am excited for the ears, but I'm not excited to start collecting ears again, even though you all just saw those ears. So yeah, I don't know. Talk me out of getting a new pin collection because I don't need one. Not this completist thing where once I get a couple, I want all of them. But I really enjoy the 2024 hidden Disney series from both Disneyland and Disney World, which is why I'm getting the ears. But yeah, do you want to talk more about those? These are the last three I needed because I ended up trading for the others, mainly in park, and I did 2 other online trades. Very scary. Very scary. Pin trading's very scary. And so I just straight up purchased the last 3 I need. After these, I have all the chasers for the villains, the Stitch, and the ear hat. So these were the last 3 I needed. Journey, Evil Queen, and Easter Stitch. I got everything else off of boards, off of cast members, from trading. These were the last 3 I needed. So there we go. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to collect any of the 2025 ones. I feel if I go to a pin event, I will try to. I don't know. I have to get my confirmation that I'm at the pin event first. And I've never done a pin event before through Disney, so I don't know how all that works. I know the one in Disneyland is in June. I don't know when everything's gonna come out, so I'm gonna kind of just go with the flow on that one. And maybe this will be the year I go to a pin event. I have 2 chances. I don't live near either park, so it's going to be roughly the same. I did the cost of like getting an offsite hotel and flights for both of them. It's roughly the same price from where I'm coming from. So there we go. I'm kind of excited. Give me good luck, because I kind of want to go to a pin trading event, but like I don't know. Just because this pin happened to come up, let's talk about some of the hot releases I am following. I'm getting 1 monthly series, even though I said I wasn't going to get any monthly series for this year. I ended up getting one of them. Not like a big popular series or anything. I don't know if it's gonna be popular, but like I'm getting one of them. Anyways, this pin that I just picked up reminded me that there's a lot of like hot pins coming out. So we're gonna start with the ducks. I feel like after like the hidden Mickeys, like the ducks are very hit or miss. I feel like I like the ducks. I got this for like $3 plus shipping. And because it was like Whatnot and I already purchased from them, it was like very low shipping. So you're probably not gonna get like a duck that cheap. But I low-key, I would get a pack and I only have one. And they're like a decent size, but I know these are hit or miss. A lot of people don't like the ducks. People are upset that they're like, out of all the Disney ducks, there's like Donald and Daisy have ducks and everything else is like this. You all really don't like the Tinkerbell one. I kind of like the ducks. I do. So that's a very exciting thing for me. What else has come out? We had the Princess and the Frog anniversary. We had the dresses, the outfits. So it was like Tiana, and there's like 9 dresses, I want to say. A lot of them are beautiful. Full sets are going for over $1,000. And I don't want green dress, like her big ball gown green dress, but I would take any of the others in that collection. But like I've stated, and I think a couple past videos, I already have a Tiana grill. So unless I find those on a board, I'm not really going to go out of my way for them and like buy them or like try to trade my singular like sorcerer duck for it. Then they also came out with the Tiana Adorbs. Those boxes were a lot. They were cute. Like the flapper. Like they chose like Marcel the cat. I don't know if that's the cat's name. I think it is something with an M maybe. So those were cute. And yeah, the only other like big pin release, like I said, I'm not exactly following them, is at Walt Disney World. They're doing, let me just show some stuff while I'm doing this. They're doing the Disney dining pins, and like I'm filming in like late February. And so I know that Ohana sold out and like that's going crazy. And then Pizza Rizzo, because like they're getting rid of Muppets. So like those are both going. This is from a Disney cruise line. Common Grounds was like a teen coffee shop on one of the cruises. This pin is from like 2000. You all know I like very weird pins for like niche little Disney things. And it's like, have I been on a cruise line? No. Did I get this pin for $2? Yes. Does it fit into my weird little attractions collection? Yes, it does. Because I mainly talk about Disney parks, but I'll include Disney cruise lines, Alani, in my little Disney attractions collection, and just like this weird like Common Grounds. Like you wouldn't think about it. I've never been on a Disney cruise because cruising scares me, and I'm just not fully sold on a Disney cruise. Sorry, I'm not. I don't have kids, and I feel like if I had like children in my life, I would go on a Disney cruise, and I'm sure there's plenty of adults without kids that go on Disney cruises. I'd rather, if I'm gonna go on a cruise, focus on one of the adult only ones. I don't know why, like I don't want to like cruise with kids, but I'll go to like a theme park with kids. I'll also explore them on my own time, but I'm not fully sold on cruises in general. If I was to go on a cruise, I don't think I would take Disney Cruise Line. But there we go. That's just like a fun little thing. Anyhow, that Ohana pin sold out. That's going for a lot of money on eBay. Pizza Rizzo. I'm not necessarily excited for the other things, the other restaurants and the dining thing. I like food at Disney. I'm just not like a big foodie person in general. I live in a foodie city, and it's so hard when I'm like talking to people like, oh, let's go to like this hip new restaurant, and I'm like, that's crazy. For what? Like the fanciest I'll go is like Sweet Green, like $20 for a salad. So when I look at like the Disney like character dining, and it's like $60 per person, I'm just out of my wheelhouse. So I'm not really collecting like the Disney dining series, but I will show you the monthly series I am collecting since I'm talking about it. It is the Disney Happily Ever After one. So the second one is on its way to me as I'm filming, but The first one is with Snow White and her prince, and it slides out, and it's the dwarves, which you can kind of see, but it's in the plastic, and so there we go. Got this on Shop Disney. I love when they do monthly releases on Shop Disney because then I have a fighting chance, and I really like this. Said I wasn't gonna collect anything, and then I fell in love with the Princess and the Frog one. I really like Snow White, and I decided I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get this monthly set. So there we go. There's the first one, like I said. The second one is on its way to me, but there's just what I feel like a lot of pins, so I kind of want to get through them. But how are you guys doing? How are your collections going? I feel like I'm doing okay with my pin goals. I haven't cataloged anything because like I was on Pin and Pop because like I said, I kind of want to move everything over to Pin and Pop, but like with the Common Grounds pin that I just showed, that's not on there, and I really don't want to update and like add pins to Pin and Pop. I have all the time in the world. I don't do anything except look at like pin stuff. I have like 2 hobbies, pins and then like a specific video game. Those are the only 2 things I do when I'm not working, and it's like I have the time. I'm just not making the time to like update it. But then like pin picks is fine, but pin picks is everything except for my Clarabelle pins. That's the other thing. I haven't really gotten any new Clarabelle cow pins. I'm pretty sure I showed you all the Clarabelle big head pin from Pink a la Mode. And then I had one more pin I think I showed, which is a stamp, which is an official Disney license pin because Pin picks has other pins from the same distributor. But these were from like the early 2000s, like before pin trading was like really like a thing, and Pin picks doesn't have a lot of information on the pins. And when I like type in like the distributor, like it's not a thing anymore, but like there is a Clarabelle cow pin, and yeah, there we go. I just haven't been getting a lot of like Clarabelle stuff. I'm still looking, but if you all saw my wish list video, which I highly recommend you all watch, I have like 12, 13, 14. I'm under 15 pins. For Clarabelle cow pins, I need to be a Clarabelle cow pin completist, so that's fun for me, but it's a lot. I also got this princess one to get shipping on Shop Disney. There's Tiana on it. I also got a Winnie the Pooh one. I might have put that one away. It's like a mini, Winnie the Pooh was like a little baby, but I did get a couple pins. I was saying I like getting sets from Shop Disney because it just feels more equal to me because like I don't live near the parks. I don't know if I've mentioned that in any video, but I don't live near the park, so I kind of like that they're coming out with something on Shop Disney. And like that like Snow White one had some weight to it. I enjoyed it, so I'm excited to get my Tiana one. I'm excited to get the rest of them. This is another pin. It's from Blizzard Beach. It's an older pin, and so there we go. It's a little dragon. Y'all can't see this at all. It says like Blizzard Beach there at the top. And on the back of this, it was sold for $6. $6. This focus doesn't want to focus, but I don't want to change anything up. Is there anything that's like water? I think is $6 at like Disney. That's crazy. What else did I get? I got some Munchlings. I know, I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, the 4 that I'm going to show you will complete series 1 through 4. So I am complete for Munchlings series 1 through 4 once I show you these 4 pins, which is unfortunate. Munchlings, the last 4 months have taken over, and I don't get it. Like, I don't, but I have them now. We have the little Cheshire one. This one was very hard, and it's also like kind of expensive, and I'm like, it's small for what? We have the Donald. I've been looking for this one. Do you know how many series 1 packs I've opened? A whole lot more than I've shown on this channel. So there we go. I finally have the Donald Lollipop. Also from series 1, one that's super hard for me specifically is the Chip Little Chocolate Truffle. I had a bunch of the Dales. Traded some of those away, but there's Chip. And then finally, one that's hard for me specifically to find from series 3, question mark, is, and I dropped it, it's Winnie the Pooh. Little stuffed bell pepper. So there we go. I'm gonna show you all the boxes I got just because, yeah. I started buying boxes on Whatnot, and I feel like I'm the reason why sellers on Whatnot don't like to sell open, unsealed boxes. These are just general boxes that you would get in the parks, and they're $22.99. This is the Small World. It's like a newer one. Here we go. This was shipped in like a flat envelope, so like all the boxes are a little beat up. Like it's still sealed, and I think they're in blind bags inside, but like there you go. Anyways, for all of the 3 boxes I'm going to show you, with shipping and tax, I paid less than the $22.99 that you would get it in the park, so I feel like that's a good deal. The issue is that I know I'm the direct reason why at least one seller isn't doing these below retail anymore. These are the folding fans. These were one of the packs I was supposed to get when I went on my last little Disney trip a couple months ago. And I was just like so overwhelmed with the sheer amount of things to do with Disney that I forgot to pick up a couple of these, but I spent less than $22.99 shipped with it. So anyways, what I was saying is like, there's not a lot of sellers that sell like boxes and like blind bags on Whatnot that I can find. I can think of like 2 people that do it. A lot of people will like they'll like open up the packs, and that's cool. Or they'll auction off a box. You pay $20 and they're like, all right, you get 1 pin inside. And I'm like, no, give me the whole box. Whole box, please and thank you. And I know there's one seller where I was in a show. I'm pretty sure it's these pins that I got, and I was getting good deals on them. And they were in the show. They were like, bid it up. Like this is below retail cost. And then I ended up getting them below retail, and most likely below what this person paid with their annual pass. And then the final one I got is the Magical Chefs. There we go. This is like a newer one. And then in the very next time I caught one of the seller's shows, someone asked about like blind boxes because he had them in the little image, and he's like, oh, I'm not just straight up selling blind boxes anymore. Like they're going to be a part of like a mystery game. So like if you get like a certain, however the mystery games work on Whatnot, I don't do mystery games. If you get like a certain card or a pull, then you have like the choice of like a pin out of a mystery box. And so like I know that sellers are probably losing money on these, and they probably don't move as fast. But like I said in my how to get pins for cheap, sometimes you gotta do it. So right now I have 2 people that do boxes and bag sales that sell within reason. They sell it at retail because they get it with their past discount, and so the profit is the difference, whatever the percentage they get off. But people don't really do boxes, and I really like boxes, and if I can get them under retail, I will. So there we go. Got those 3. Yeah, I'll probably open them up one day when I'm like really stressed at work or something. That's usually what I do with mystery boxes. What else? Yeah. I don't know if I feel bad for the seller. They're like newer, and I don't want them to think that like customers are always out for a bargain, but I'm out for a deal. I'm here to pay less than retail or retail maximum for my pins. So that's why I either get them straight from Disney, or like I'm in Whatnot. And like I said in my little past video, like I am trying to get bargains. There's 2 pins. I'll probably end on those 2. Did not get bargains on them. Not at all. But one of them is a grail for me. So there we go. But I just love to get pins on a discount. It's hard for new pin sellers, because I feel like I've seen an influx of new pin sellers along with new people in the pin community. And it's like, I can't sell like at a loss forever for a business, which makes sense. But yeah, I'm the direct reason why that one seller doesn't sell mystery boxes anymore. Sorry. This is one I know no one cares about. It's the Agatha All Along. This is technically from like the WandaVision series, I want to say, because it came out in like 2023. And I got this for like, it was originally $19.99. I paid less than $10 for this in a show. But Agatha All Along came out. Really enjoyed that one. I like Agatha Harkness as a character. I'm still in the Marvel thing. I thought I grew out of that. Thought it was just a phase, but it's not. So there's that for Marvel. Anyways, I don't really know what else I'm talking about. A lot of new pin people on the scene selling on Whatnot I've seen. I think it's because Whatnot has lower seller fees on like other platforms. I'm not a seller, so I can't verify that, but I think that's why a lot of people are going to like Whatnot. It's like a live auction thing. Like, it's a little addicting, low-key, like being on it. So like I understand why people like it, but it's like it's hard. This I got as a free little giveaway on Whatnot from GoLex Pro, I want to say. It's part of like the old like Kodak series, and it's the Euro Disney with Donald. I do not know how well this is going to show up. Horribly. You can barely see it, but it's Donald Duck. So this is a cute little gibby one. So there we go. And yeah, here's a boring one. I got a Star Cruiser, Galactic Star Cruiser Halcyon pin. Just the attractions that are no longer there. I love it. You can barely see it. It's like Star Wars. It says like Galactic Star Cruiser underneath. Y'all want to see something funny though? It was originally $12.99. And then it was sold for $6.99, probably at the Character Warehouse. I don't know if this is a Character Warehouse sticker, but I paid $6.99 because they honored this discount price in the show I was watching. So I get a pin for a hotel that is no longer with us and also has one of the best Jenny Nicholson videos. It's right there. So there we go. I have a pin for the Star Wars little cruiser thing. And yeah, there we go. I have 2 more pins left. One is a grail. And when you guys see it, it's like a common grail for a lot of people. One I overpaid for. I overpaid for both of these. Like for the grail, I'm like, oh, like technically I could sell it for more. Not a lot on the market. Not a lot for this event series thing. And the one I'm going to show you first, it's part of like Dino Land going away. Spent too much money on it. Even though I have like a dinosaur attraction pin, like for Dinosaur the Ride. So this isn't for Dinosaur the Ride. This is for the Boneyard dig site. This one with Donald digging in Dino Land. They have like a little dig site with like sand or something. I've never been there. And I feel like, I don't know. Like, there we go. There we go. It's Donald Duck. Pin on pin. It's nice. I overpaid for this. It's from 2006. I bet this was probably also $6 when it came out. And it's nice and it's beautiful and it's no longer at Disney World. So I have it. That's why I justified it. I need to stop justifying pins. But like also this one, the final one I'm going to show you were like technically my birthday gift to myself. I didn't really want anything for my birthday. Which is how I know I'm a true adult. Finally. Because I don't really like want items for my birthday. Like for my birthday, I went to work. I got Sweetgreen for lunch. Like, I got a $20 salad as a little birthday treat. And everyone's like, oh, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. And I didn't. And I went home. It was quiet. And I watched some basketball. I watched my team lose. And I went to bed at like 8:30. Like, that was like kind of it. That was kind of great for my birthday, actually. All right, final pin. Y'all's know her. Y'all's love her. It's the Living with the Land with Chippendale. There we go. Chippendale for Living with the Land. I really like this ride at Epcot. And I know that like we're starting to like it in like a meme-y, iconic, like ironic way, but like it's nice, it's relaxing, it's long. I really like plants and gardening, and so I just like hearing about what Epcot's doing with like their garden stuff. I went during Food and Wine Fest, so they like showcase like, oh hey, here's a special thing that we use in one of the food and wine dishes. And also, because we went to Epcot 2 days, that second day, Grace ever heard at Epcot and it was only half day, I finally got to see the holiday overlay for Living with the Land. So that was just 10 out of 10 with the lights. Beautiful. So we've all seen this pin. I love it. We don't have a lot for Living with the Land. I low-key want to go on the Living with the Land tour, but like let me see if I can get these little pin tickets for the little upcoming pin event at Disneyland, Disney World. So there we go. Those are all the pins I've gotten in like 3-ish months. yeah, there we go. I feel like I'm watching releases as they come out. I just don't, like, I talked about the Princess and the Frog once, like I'm a Princess and the Frog collector. Like, everything else, I don't really know. Yeah, I'm like, I have my one monthly release that I really like, and then everything else is coming out. Like Disneyland, Disney World are fine. If I'm ever at the park, I'll probably get them. But I've really enjoyed getting pins at or below retail cost, except for the final two that I showed you. Everything else, a couple dollars. Like I said, I've been using Whatnot a lot because I guess it's lower seller fees, so they can sometimes give like good deals and discounts. And I also don't buy from big pin people. Nothing wrong with them. I watch them. But if you're in a show with like less than 10 people, that's usually when I'm buying. But that's also why I think I made that one seller mad getting those little boxes. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing good. What's like a big pin thing that's happened? I feel like I've been like very into like Disney pins this year, and like my trip like reunited my love for like collecting. But I've just been like in like vibing in my own way. Like, who else cares about Common Grounds? I don't really care about it either. But it was like a $2 pin, and it fits into one of my like collections. So like, let me know how you're doing. How are your pins doing? We're in what, March now by the time I'm posting this, so going into month 3 of the year. How's everything going for you? What pins are you hauling? Are you staying within budget? Did you give up your budget? And yeah, that's it. I am hoping I can get to the Disneyland pin trading event. I have enough time off, and I'm also like, I don't have to request time off. I just tell people when I'm doing time off. There's some to office jobs. So yeah, there we go. Everyone send me good luck for getting tickets to the pin event in Disneyland, because I feel like the Disneyland's gonna be less intimidating than the Disney World one. I just made that one up. I also feel like with Disneyland, because it's their first time doing it, I don't know. I'm just like kind of excited to go to one, but I'm trying to tell myself like, it's not a Disneyland trip. You're not going until I get the confirmation email that I have tickets, and I can like book my flight and like my hotel and all that. Anyways, I'm just rambling, so like talking about pins, and it's been like a second since I've gotten to talk about pins with y'all. And I was supposed to like come out with like pin yappy videos this year, and I really have been like bad at that, but I'll come back hopefully. So I will let you all go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you all in another video. Bye.